On the battlefield, get off the kitchen. The food stalls opened by blowing soldiers are different. This is Paris in New Taipei, Taiwan Province, China, Liao Tianbing Temple. Every Saturday at 4 p.m., Master Ren will always appear on time. Come to the temple of this anti-Japanese hero. Running this hot shop with my wife. As an old cook who has been discharged by serving in the military, gained experience cooking meals for the entire team. After he was discharged from the army, it has been able to complete 10 tables of running water banquets alone. So I opened this Xi'an County fried shop. It can be said that the experience of the army has benefited him for a lifetime, and the teachings of the troops. It also makes him different from the average store owner, while ensuring the quality of the ingredients. Insist on selling each dish, controlled by the accident ratio, maximize profits to the people. Because he is a soldier who schemes against the people, rather than a business person. Therefore, he is in charge of 2 pots alone. From anticipation to production, did all the work in the back kitchen. As the dried beans fall into the hot oil pan. First course of the day, cloves, dried fish, and beans. Start making. The frying process removes the fishy smell of dried beans. Burnt and crispy the surface, so as to stimulate the aroma of dried beans. Dip and remove after completion. Continue to pour in the chopped green and red peppers. The pot presents a green, fat, red, and thin landscape. Then we'll burn them up. Use hot oil. Fully release the aromatic substances in the chili peppers. Finally, filter out any excess oil and chili seeds. Can be put into a bowl for later use. Reheat the pot with onions and dried tempeh. This is the addition of salt to fermented soybeans. Chili noodles. Seasoned tempeh made by drying spices such as prickly ash noodles. It will smell a little bad, tastes mellow and delicious. Here we go. Pour the fried green and red peppers and dried beans back into the pot. Sprinkle in MSG. Add another spoonful of salt and sugar. Dark soy sauce adds sauce flavor. Stir fry over high heat to mix seasonings evenly. Then pour in a large bag of dried clove fish. This is a tiny but extremely nutritious marine fish. The calcium content is 10 times that of the average fish. When wrinkled and bony, its output ranks first among the economic fish in our country, so the price is quite affordable. Ordinary people, delicious seafood that anyone can afford. After fully stir-frying, it can be served in the pot, steaming hot into paper bowls. Each serving of dried cloves, fish, and beans is priced at 80 tabletops. Soft dried beans with chewy dried fish. Incense addiction. Spicy food is really unusual. Older guests love the snail meat here. This is the early days, and the common people in Taiwan only have festivals during the New Year. I am willing to serve the ingredients on the table. It is also the most representative of old-fashioned Taiwanese cuisine. Master A. Ren put a basket full of fresh snail meat. Pour directly into the frying pan. Boiling oil flowers are ignited by a fire. Instantly caused a burst of flames. Master Ren calmly walked to the side. Accurately avoid high temperature and oil fumes. The tender snail meat has passed through the brittle crack of the flame. Gradually forms a slightly burnt crisp edge on the surface. It's mouth-watering. After oil, take them out of the pan and put them in a basin for later use. Start the pot again and put in the shredded ginger. Stir-fry garlic paste and shredded onion for aroma. Then add the fried snail meat and start to taste. Some soy sauce. Add salt. Grab a handful of sugar monosodium glutamate. Master Ren's control of the seasoning depends entirely on the palm of his hand. This is him in the army. The technique practiced when frying large pots of vegetables. Continue to add 2 spoonfuls of sand tea sauce and 2 spoonfuls of oyster sauce. Then sprinkle in some chopped pepper sauce. Stir fry over high heat. Mix the seasoning evenly. And then we were joined by a bunch of 9-story towers. It's a refreshing taste. A leafy green plant that tastes like fennel. It's also called basil. It is widely regarded as the king of spices in Western cuisine, and Taiwanese like to take it directly into their dishes. Tastes cool and crispy. It can also relieve greasy and increase fragrance. After cooking the 9-story tower, this fragrant sand tea snail meat can be served in the pot. A serving of sand tea snail meat is priced at 120 NT. A box full, bullet-patterned snail meat with the help of sand tea sauce. Sweeter and more attractive. With refreshing and greasy 9-layer sugar. Take a bite and go south. The store's signature seafood buns, also in full swing. Master Aaron starts the pot with hot oil. Throw in a bunch of shrimp as a base. After, add garlic paste and onion as ingredients and sauté together. Add soy sauce and chopped pepper sauce. Then grab 3 handfuls of shredded meat and stir-fry evenly. Provides a meaty aroma to the soup base. Then comes the heroic seasoning process. Master Jane grabs 4 handfuls of salt directly into the pot and a handful of candy. Add base flavor. Looks like a big drink. It's actually quite accurate. After the water boils, just put it into the cut cabbage one by one. Pile up the wok. And these components, for Master Ren, who was born as a cooking soldier, it's nothing. He continued to be fooled into the pot. Erica taro from the estate. This famous Lipu taro in the mainland, belonging to the same species. It tastes delicious and waxy. Then add the braised meat skin, used to absorb delicious soup. Pile on the chopped meat. Constantly stir to boil the taste of the ingredients into the soup. After finishing, continue to place in the gelatinous fish skin and fresh white cuttlefish sticks. After cooking the taste of the ingredients, add water starch to collect juice and thicken. Finally, sprinkle a handful of crystal clear shark fins. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, it's hard to believe that shark fins can be found in open-air stalls, rather than fans. In Master Jane's seafood bag, it's all really good stuff, like food in the army cafeteria, never shoddy. A signature seafood bun, priced at NT $130, full of seafood fragrance and vegetables sweet delicacies. It's an incredibly layered fusion of beauty. Every bite is fresh. Reheat the pan with hot oil. Turn to low heat and pour in the eggs. Let it slowly fry out the fragrance. After complete solidification, discharge for later use. Continue to sprinkle the onions into the pot. Pour in some sesame oil, then add water to boil. Sprinkle with salt and MSG. Pour in rice wine to remove the fishy smell. Throw in a handful of shallots and crispy hooves. Then cut in several oysters and heat them over high heat. Then put the shrimp and enoki mushrooms into the pot together. Every dish by Master A. Ren. Most of them require more than 10 kinds of ingredients. Every time I prepare materials, I have to be busy for most of the day. But he valued quality more than quantity. Organic black fungus produced in Xi'an, fresh cuttlefish caught that day, just to satisfy customers. The soup has now boiled. 2 masters use water starch to collect juice and thicken. Finally, pour the golden eggs back into the pan. Stir fry evenly, fresh and tender. The slippery enoki mushroom scrambled eggs are ready. 90 NT each. The entrance is extremely tender. The Xi'an fried noodles in the store are of high quality and low price, and very popular. Master Ren adds shredded onion to the hot oil, shredded pork and shrimp slices. Tribute balls and squid sticks are stir-fried after sprinkling with a handful of shallots. Add water to cover the ingredients. Then add 2 spoonfuls of dark soy sauce and stir it constantly to make it bloom. After the soup bottom has boiled slightly, pour in a large bag of noodles. Fully absorb the taste of the soup base. Then fish out all the noodles. Continue to pour in the second bag of noodles to absorb the soup. And then you take the noodles out again. So back to cooking the soup. Add a few handfuls of cabbage and a handful of green vegetables to it. Add soy sauce to adjust the taste. Bring to a boil over high heat and simmer for a while before serving. Drizzle the full ingredients spoonful by spoonful onto the noodles. Such a bowl. 5 kilograms fried noodles for only NT $60. Salty and sweet soup wrapped in strong noodles. Then match it with the real materials that can be seen. Delicious and full. In addition to that, fragrant sesame oil chicken, large and springy scallion prawns, green and refreshing yellow cucumber fried squid, golden crispy scallion fried fish nuggets, fried beef with water spinach full of burnt pot air, fresh, smooth, and tender white jade mushrooms fried gold alkali, etc. It is not a popular dish of Master Arn. Every dish is carefully selected from real ingredients, and the price is less than 100. Express your sincerity with cooking. Leaving the army will not fade. You can always trust our veterans.